Bortle here, day after the regional. Oh my goodness, we have here what do you want to be called today, Saul?
I'm no longer Majin Sajida. I'm not on Battle Power today.
Oh, let's
Just
go.
Sajida.
Oh, Sajida. All right. So you got top 8. What deck, man?
Branded Despia.
Branded Despia.
Yes.
Wow. How many sprites and tournaments you wax, man?
So Sprite, I think I went up against, I think like 2 to 3. They weren't as difficult as I expected them to be, but then I blew them out with Dark Ruler and Super Poly, so there's that. My only loss was to a branded Tear, but I lost. He ashed me game 1 and 2, and then game 2 he just blew me out with Super Poly. So there was that. But as the tournament progressed, I got better at facing Tear and Sprite. So there's that. Moving forward, I mean, it's. I think the decks still need to be figured out. It was just the first weekend that people were able to use them, so there's that. So.
Yeah. Any shout-outs before we begin?
Yes, a couple of shout-outs. Shout out to Smiley for staying with me, through the entire event, keeping me motivated. Shout out to Iz for helping me out with some of the side deck choices. Shout out to Booth. To getting me to understand that I need 3 Albaz, and I finally did it, and it worked out. Shout out to Cam for helping me with the deck list. Shout out to Christian Urena for giving me the spreadsheet on how to play Despia. And if anybody else, I'm sorry I'm forgetting you, but that's it.
All right, that's what's up. All right, show us the goo, man.
All right, so start off with the Albaz cards. I played 3 Fountain of Albaz. And then I played 1 Shrouded, 1 Mercurier, 1 Kit, and 1 Ecclesia. Some people don't like playing the Ecclesia, and some people have been cutting this, but this is still a starter. And then this special summons Albaz. It's a searchable way to get to this. I prefer this over Fusion Deployment. So I like the ratios. That's it for the Fallen of Albaz. For the Despia, I played 3 Aluber, 2 Tragedy, 1 Adlib, and then 1 Comedy. Before I wasn't playing Comedy, I was just playing these because these are the essential ones. But Comedy helps you play around cards that target. And it came up, it didn't come up as much, but people were playing Imperm and Baylor, so it's good in theory. And then I played this small package. Not much to say. This sends this adds this, and then that's pretty much it. So I played this over the Patchwork engine. I just like this. This is more consistent. It's easier to get to with Branded Fusion and just sets up your combo. So, and also you want to keep it at 40. So for the monster, the last Snow. I didn't summon Snow often, but Snow is still Snow, and you still need it for the deck. So that's it for the monsters. For the spells, 3 Branded Fusion, 3 Branded Opening, and 3 red. I went with 3 red. Usually some people play 2, but I just found that it's like, over time, it's like I started to realize like you might want to open this to help you play around cards that target, extend your plays, and just kind of like it. I think the 3rd one only came up once in tournament, but I never opened this and said like, man, I wish it was something else. So I'd keep it at 3. MVP of the tournament, 3 Super Poly. This thing carried. So there's that. If you're not main decking this and you're playing Despia, you're wrong. 3 Dark Ruler. Dark Ruler is better over droplets because you don't have to use the rest of your hand. I beat Sprite with this. So. And for the 1-0s, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Foolish, 1 Lost, 1 Gold Sark, and then 1 Theater. Some people may not like the Theater, but it's just, I don't always search it, but it's there to help you play around Ash by keep extending and whatnot. But it's a searchable, so there's that. For the final cards, I played 1 Banishment and 1 Sword. Booth kept trying to tell me to cut this card, but it never bricks, honestly. It just adds anything that's banished that mentions Fountain of Albaz, so it comes up.
That's what's up. What's the main account?
40. You gotta
40.
know it. Look, gotta love to see it. 40.
Hey.
Majority of the people that I was going up against weren't playing 40, and once I saw they weren't playing 40, I knew I had to buy.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so now for the extra deck. I played 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Branded, and then 2 Masquerade. I never felt the third one of this came up. Honestly, you just need to get a little bit better with resource management, and then the third one shouldn't come up. 2 was fine. So, yeah. So on to the 1-offs. 1 Glory, 1 of those, 1 this, 1 this. Some people don't like playing these, but I do. This one searches the Birdie, the By Brigade. So there's that, and there are also special summons Funnel of Albaz. Some people forget about that because it's like if you play this, summon Albaz, you could go into this and then keep playing. It's just setting up the OTK. This is obvious and obvious. And then I played only 1 Guardian Chimera. I never felt that the second one came up. Once the first one resolves, you should be winning. And if you don't, then you probably weren't going to be winning that game either way. You're just coming from behind. So just 1, can't pronounce that, but you know which one it is.
Yeah, quarter shoot.
Yeah. 1 Dragos Tapalia. I don't want to put this up to 2. 1 is fine. Again, just get better resource management. You shouldn't need the second one. And my super poly targets. This one's great, but this one actually put in a bit more work. The fact that it could make itself become dark and makes none of your almost every single one of your monsters is dark, so they can't be targeted. It's just super good. I wouldn't change it. And then for my last one, it's just the Nibiru token. So that's it for the extra deck. For the side, 3 Nib. Didn't side this all weekend. Not sure if I'll keep playing it. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I'd have to, see how the meta develops. 3 Token Collector. Never sided this. I'm not sure if I'll keep playing it. I might. Not sure. I have to reevaluate. 1 Spankatomps. I wish I could be able to. There's a way to search it, but I really can't play it. Outside of this, more times than not, I mean, it's just generic. Helps me break almost any type of board. Zombie World, I think I started this only a handful of times, like maybe like 2-3 times. I find myself going second, post side more often because I was winning more game 1s than I lost, so there was that.
I just put that turret in the warrior.
For the trap cards, I played 2 Deck Devi and 2 Eradicator. So the Eradicators are for like the mirror, more like Branded or Tier Element. I didn't side this too often though, so I'm still debating on whether it's good or not versus Terror. I mainly expected more Despia, but didn't come across it. Deck Devis are for the Sprite matchup. Unfortunately, I think a majority of the Sprite matchups that I went up against, I 2-0'd. I don't think I went up to game 3 for Sprite, so I never cited this in. I can't say whether it's good or not, but in theory, it is. And I played 1 Trap Trick over playing the 3rd Deck Devi and the 3rd Eradicator. This way, it's like I could play 3 copies of each without having to play 3. So, again, I didn't test this out as I didn't actually cite these traps in, but that was the theory behind it. For the final one, Red Reboot, I didn't side this in too often. It's a bit weird because it's like certain matchups, it's like you just don't expect them to side anti-spell, but who knows? We'll see how the meta develops, but I wouldn't cut this from the side. And that's it.
That's what's up, Saul. Any final thoughts, man?
I think moving forward, like the Tear, I think it's being given too much credit. As I took my first loss in round 5, and after that, I kind of got a bit more, had a better understanding of how to beat the matchup. And honestly, it's like it seems like it burns through its gas very quickly. So once you break the board, it doesn't have as much follow-up. Same thing with Sprite. Either that or it's like, you know, I guess the people aren't that good with the decks yet. But
Okay.
yeah. Just one final shout out to the DB Grinder for the merch. You know, 40 versus 40 didn't break the entire day because I played 40. Try to keep it as consistent as possible. My record ended up being X11. My only loss was to Branded Terror, as I mentioned previously. Round 1, I had a draw because
Oh man.
my opponent he was playing Bytron, but he had this cheese combo where it made me skip my turn, and game 1 took forever. Game 2 burned him and went into time. It was a draw, but from there forward, everything was ran smoothly. So I'm looking
Alrighty.
forward to the next epic event.
Hey, there you go. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's gonna conclude this deck profile. And if you're not part of Bortle Nation, subforbortle said using this for you. Oh God, yes.
Oh God, yes.